Hey everybody, this is Veronica Phillips, your master field trainer. So I'm giving you guys a quick overview on the difference between just being an agent versus a field trainer. Now, again, the option is yours, but I do want to make sure you guys understand how much more money you can make by just taking on an additional responsibility. And it really isn't a big one. The additional responsibility just gives you a managing position to make sure agents are on track to get licensed. So again, our team's goal is to close out 2 policies a week. This is part-time. I will never show you guys anything that makes you work like what we call overtime, full-time, whatever you want to call it. The goal will always be to close out 2 policies a week. Now, again, as an individual, if you are just an agent and you do not want to take on any additional responsibilities, then you might have to set a different goal for yourself for each week so that you can make a tad bit more money if you're not okay with making $4,000 a month. But for this demonstration, we're going to talk about how you get promoted up into district manager, and that's 50% income. So of course, we always base most of our stuff on the average amount of policy is when a family closes out their policy for their premium, and it's roughly around $1,000. So you're going to make 50% of that income, meaning you're closing out $500 per policy. Now, for the week, because the goal is 2 policies a week, you're going to make $1,000. And if you do that, continuously each month, you're going to make roughly around $4,000, give or take. So that's how much money you can make by just closing out 8 policies a month. Now, here's where those who are looking to make more income and can add more income to your pockets, not only your district manager, but you take on the role of field trainer. Now, as a field trainer, our goal is to always bring in at a minimum 4 new agents. And within those 4 new agents, your goal literally is to just guide them through the ownership academy, make sure they're up to date. When it comes to training and things like that, once you become an expert and you understand, how to write the policies and things like that, then you're going to show your agents how to do that. But when you bring on 4 agents, then they're starting off from scratch. They're coming at 25% income. So all that means is that if they're making 25% income, you're making 25% income. So how much money will that mean? Again, the status doesn't change. What we do as a requirement, it's still 2 policies per week, but instead of them making $500 per policy, they're making $250. So they're roughly making around $2,000 a month coming off. Now, again, most of you will likely start off at this rate as well, especially if you're not starting off as a field trainer. You'll start off at the representative rate and you'll build yourself internally by closing out policies. Now, again, this is kind of how much income is made from those 4 agents. Now, all you do as a field trainer is you add by, you multiply, you add this, or you can multiply by 4, you can, add by, 2,000 plus 2,000 plus 2,000, but, 2,000 times 4 is $8,000. So when you look at this as a field trainer, not only are you making $4,000 from your own pen work, you're going to make an additional $8,000 from the work of your agent. So now, instead of making $4,000 a month, your income is going to grow to roughly $12,000 a month, which pushes you over to 6-figure income just off of 4 agents doing the same exact work you're doing, closing out 2 policies a week. Now, as a regional leader, let's say it doesn't matter again. We're going back to scratch, where as a regional leader, individually, you put in the work, you put enough premium volume in there that you can get promoted internally. Now, I will tell you 2 policies a week is not going to be how many policies you can close to reach regional leader. You actually will have to do a little bit more work if you choose not to bring in any agents. But again, I'm showing you guys the differences between the 2. So you're a regional leader, which means that you've been promoted and your income is now at 70% versus 50%. So instead of, again, it doesn't change on how we do our part-time work. You're still closing out 2 policies a week, which is 8 policies a month, and you're making roughly $700 per policy. So now you're making about $1,400 a week instead of $1,000, and you're making roughly $5,600 a month instead of $4,000. So again, you could do this as an individual effort where you don't bring in any agents. Again, you would have to close out more policies instead of a different goal for yourself. Instead of 2, you definitely will have to close out more if you're trying to make 6 figures. However, the field trainers, it doesn't change. So let's use your same 4 agents that you initially brought on. Now, one of your agents becomes a district manager, another one becomes a district leader or division leader. Your third one comes a senior rep, and your fourth one is just a rep agent. Now, again, these are the same 4 agents you initially, brought on as a district manager. It's just they internally have been able to grow their business and make the income they needed to promote themselves. So because again, you initially brought them in, trained them in, and got them licensed, now you're making, they're making $1,000 a week, 4,000 a month. Guess what you're making? $1,000 a week, 4,000 a month. As a division leader, they're making $1.2 thousand a week, $4.8 thousand a month. Guess who else is making that? You are. Again, a senior rep, 700, 2.8. And then of course your rep is still making 500 and 2K a month. So because you trained them and got them licensed, not only are they getting income, you're getting income. So again, as a regional leader, instead of making roughly $67,000 annually, which is not bad, now you're making roughly $230,000 annually because your agents have also paid you. Your agents have also paid you. So again, you guys are all doing the same amount of work, which is closing out 2 policies a week. The only difference between a regional leader who has no agent and a regional leader who has chosen to become a field trainer is that that field trainer is going to get credit anytime their agents close a policy. So this can jump your income. It could make you a lot more money. It really is up to you on how you want to do this. But I did want to break this down so you guys get a better understanding on why we emphasize being a field trainer. You can literally work part-time for life, for the rest of your life, and still get paid very well. So if you have any questions, be sure to reach out. Look forward to seeing you guys grow within our business and our team.